data engineer, not just analyst, period. But just she's gonna get it right. U of M in my city asked me to be a student speaker, and I was so honored. So I documented this journey. I put in my journal years before that I wanted to start public speaking, and I wanted to do something with my speaking, and they emailed me. So God is always listening. The lady that worked in the program said, "The universe is after you, girl." Academia has always, just the environment has always inspired me. Like when I was in college and undergrad, I used to just write raps in class. It just inspired me, like no matter which class, if it was astronomy or film, I just got the best downloads and I just expressed them creatively. So this is to the viewer to let you know that God is not going to let you do it rushed. Okay? He is a restorer. He wants you to get the full experience and the full understanding of whatever you are doing. So he's going to always guide you to the places that can bring you to where you need to be. He understands if you were marginalized. He understands that if you didn't get everything you needed to get out of school when you were there, he understands timing. Rest assured that even if you dropped out, that you were in that environment for a reason, and the things that we were exposed to that were good and you feel like you wasted an opportunity, you didn't. Like, it's gonna come back up and it's gonna be valuable. That experience that you had at that school that you didn't finish is going to be valuable. That experience that you had at that job that they didn't value or appreciate you is going to be valuable. It's going to come back around. What you were exposed to was just the seed. Exposure is the seed for what bigger and greater is going to come. And I think through this, God is showing me and has shown me that he will never leave and forsake me. I felt like, wow, I did all of that work back then, and I know it wasn't in vain. Like, I put in some hard work, and I don't even have anything to show for it. I'm just working anywhere, because sometimes we just got to pay the bills. But yeah, so I'm going to let you watch my speech. Higher education, now at this time in my life, I found myself at U of M. I didn't even put it together. I'm like, okay, universe, I see you. But yeah, so what a way I love U of M. I love the energy. I feel like U of M got the best campus. I'm a Central Michigan University graduate. Go boo, period. I love U of M. I love the museum up there. It just feels like learning, and I don't know. I'm thankful that y'all brought this to Detroit. But learning amongst other Detroiters, especially you with the orange. Both of y'all dope, but what's your name? Courtney. And what's your name too? Camry and Courtney. But yeah, just being in the classroom with other, young Detroit women, and just like how we all just answer the questions. And sometimes I'll be loud and wrong, they get it, But this was like one of the first times, like, I really was like, I got over my anxiety of like thinking I might have the wrong answer, and continue my journey of learning code. My dream is to bring the best apps and websites to life, and my dream is to use tech to transform my world and expand my knowledge, because I love to learn. And I've been telling everybody I've been doing a Python course. They just think I'm a genius. They don't know this in the beginner course. So if I really learn Python, I could be the genius that people believe I am. But yeah, so I just want to talk about declaration, because we learned a lot about declaration. In programming, declarations are essential. They allow us to name things and give them value. So today I want to encourage you all to do the same, to declare it. Declare your dreams, give your dream a name, and only you can decide the value of your dream. Declare that you are worthy and set the value to a float, period. Your dream is infinite, and your mind should be the first computer that you learn to program. And in order to do that, we have to deprogram all of the negative beliefs that we may have been exposed to by the way of being overlooked. Maybe you've been violated. Maybe you took on the great silencer, shame. Maybe you failed at a thing or two during this lifetime, which is perfectly normal, but sometimes we internalize that and think that the hard things are not for us, but we have to deprogram ourselves from that. You have the tools in your energetic framework to program new self-supporting functionality. So we learned about functions, and that functions in Python specifically is that when you define your own function, you're creating something that's not there. And you can call it anywhere in your code and at any time and at any point, and you can use it, so you don't have to keep declaring it. You can call what you got. So basically, the most reliable function that we should have is our faith, and call upon it inside of you and whenever you need it in life. And the return or print statement should say, I can do all things, to remind yourself of who you are. But thank you.
Period. Get your cameraman in on doing this.
I believe that I am my ancestors' wildest dreams. Like, me learning to code is something that they probably could have never imagined doing and would love the opportunity. Sometimes I feel like my guardian angel is one of my ancestors. Matter of fact, I know it. They love music and they love to learn. They love to see me learn. They love just to be in the spaces that they were probably kept out of at one point, due to their identity. So the things that you are learning that are just so amazing, even those books that you read by yourself, it's going to benefit the people that came before you. It's going to benefit the people that's to come in the future that's connected to you. It is so much bigger than you. What you learn, what's in your mind does matter for others that's connected to you. I am not in my 20s anymore, and I am being called back into academia. And I know that is by God's plan. God is so good and a restorer, because just throughout my life, it's been topsy-turvy with my relationship with school, whether it's when I was young, just moving from school to school. And because of that, I had so many gaps in my education. No matter how intelligent or smart I am, it's the little things. So you may have some gaps that need to be refilled, and I believe this is the time. Go for it. If you've been thinking about it, go for it. So if you're watching this video, you are being called back into education, and that can also be self-education, which is the most important. Just reading your books, studying, and just like having that place in your world to where you have that subject that you are completely in love with and head over heels with, and it doesn't matter who likes it. Like, just get back into it, and it will be challenging, but that's what expands the human spirit.